Singapore may be a tiny city-state island where space seems to demand a premium, but we're here to show you that small doesn't necessarily mean cramped. Welcome to Chic and Cosy, where we take home seekers around Singapore to find that perfect tiny space. In 2019, a survey showed that Singaporeans spend triple the amount of time searching for property as opposed to reading bedtime stories to their children. We're here to make life easier for you so that you can spend more time doing the things that really matter. Today, I'm joined by two semi-retirees who are looking to downsize.
Hi, I'm Leslie.
I'm Peter.
During my free time, I love to watch K-drama, do some cooking.
I like reading, I love watching movies. I'm a movie buff actually, and I love all sorts of music.
He's very meticulous, somewhat like OCD. When you place a cup, it must be nicely placed. Or his bedroom slipper, it got to be two together, beside the bed and all that. If you kick one out only, you start making a lot of noise.
Those should be considered as plus points, huh? At least you don't have to pick up after me, you know?
I do all the housework. It's me. They love to lie down, read papers, and that's about all, right?
You're a responsible person, so you're responsible for all that, okay?
We are looking to downgrade because living in such a big house is really hard for me to maintain. It's very tedious on me, actually. And we have three grown-up kids. Two of them are away. I don't have a maid at all.
For our new home, we're looking for a place with enough bedroom, at least 3, and ample space for all the stuff we've accumulated over the years.
Easy for me to maintain, actually, to do all the housekeeping, smaller and, not so tired for me.
And definitely no stairs to climb.
All right, Peter, Leslie, you guys were in 4,500 square feet, and now we're going to 700 plus square feet. How do you guys feel about that?
Well, I'm not too sure. Probably I just have to take a look at the apartment first. And the location here is a bit, out of the way.
So you're not used to this area?
Yeah, right.
So this is kind of out of your comfort level a little bit?
Yeah.
The one thing I can't tell you is you guys are semi-retired. Pasir Beach is a 5-minute walk from here, so you guys can practice for full retirement.
Wow.
Really?
Well, you can try getting into your bikini again.
This shape.
All right, I'll leave that to you guys. Let's go check it out.
Okay.
Okay, guys, come on in. Welcome to somebody else's house. So how does it feel looking at a 2-bedroom apartment?
We're not sure whether, our stuff can fit into this apartment.
We're gonna make sure that we find the right space for you. All the paneling here is completely flush. You wouldn't think there's storage space there, right? You have all this incredible space where you can put whatever you need. Plus you have a wonderful space here to put your keys down, put your purse.
This is nice because it's got this mirror feature.
I'm glad you noticed that because it's tinted a little bit, so you're always gonna look fantastic. Your skin is gonna look perfect.
Okay.
I want to let you know what this design is. It's called Monotone Modern. You walk in, and what they've done is created an open concept for you. So even though it's small, you feel like, okay, I can breathe. Chic and cozy, right? When you have a small space, you need a lot of light. LED, which means it's gonna be energy saving, and you hardly ever have to change the bulbs. This, if you touch it, go ahead and feel it. This is a linen wall. That's where you're kind of like feeling that coziness from. The owner hooked you guys up with something that is custom made to fit this area. It's quite a big couch if you think about it, and then you guys have 3 kids, so you guys can all sit on the couch, and I would think 5 of you, am I doing the math right? Would be very comfortable here.
Or we can keep our distance from each other.
Or you can do that. Like maybe, maybe you want to just relax and hang out on the balcony, have a cup of coffee out there or something. You got what is called a zip track out there. And that thing comes down and it gives you some shade. And also, it's water resistant. So if you have this balcony, are you gonna use it for storage or are you gonna use it for relaxing?
Relaxing, I think.
Relaxing for sure.
Yeah, because it's got very nice view over there.
It sure does, doesn't it? And here we have the bedroom. So the first thing I want you guys to notice, this space right here, they've cut into the 2nd bedroom.
I see.
To create a wardrobe space. Now you've got this wardrobe space. Take a look at this. Sliding door, light, and it's huge. You wouldn't think that in such a generally small 2-bedroom, you would have this much wardrobe space, and it can fit a whole full-size suitcase up there. And you must have a lot of clothes, right?
I got more clothes in here.
You have a lot of That's so bizarre. It's usually the complete opposite.
Yeah.
Here is a built-in bed. It's really cool because you have storage underneath the bed. It really comes in handy if you want to put your second linen in there. I love the headboard here. Nice and cushiony, which gives you more of that texture you're talking about for that cozy feel. And a totally textured wallpaper, again, this is more of that monotone kind of feel that we really like.
It's like 50 shades of grey, right?
I love it. I love it.
Very hating mood.
You guys must have an interesting life. Okay.
Oh, really?
Well, it's definitely going to get interesting. And the headboard has a lovely feature of lighting coming out from behind it. So at night, if you don't want too much light on, you can just put on the strip light. You can have your 50 Shades of Grey. Instead of putting the outlets on the walls, they sunk it into the cabinetry. So you can, plug in here, see a nice clean wall, and if you put books, you can even hide the plugs. Okay guys, let's take a look at the kitchen. Open concept kitchen. As you can see, this table is quartz stone. It matches all the way around the whole kitchen. Your countertops are quartz stone, which is beautiful. It's high end.
Yes.
It's what you want. I love the dining table right here. It's flush in, built in, and it can double up as kind of a serving space. And again, the reason I think that the kitchen would be perfect for people who don't cook too much is you have an induction cooker, so no open flames. Check this out, the oven. Do you bake? Any baking?
Oh yes, sometimes
Okay.
I do.
You probably didn't even know that the oven was just shoved right in here, flush with the countertop. And especially for people who don't cook, you probably reheat a lot. Just throw your microwave right there.
Yeah.
One thing that I think is fantastic, you guys can get your washing done right here in the kitchen, out of the way.
While cooking,
Kill two birds with one stone,
that's
yeah.
I like the open concept. It's nice, cozy. I kind of like the place.
Good, easy to maintain, no stairs to climb.
The decor is quite nice. I like the color. I don't really like the idea of the induction cooker. I prefer the stove type.
But I always prefer induction, right? It's clean, it's nice.
I think the bedroom is quite spacious, very neat actually. All your stuff is all in the cupboard.
But if it's only the queen size bed, we sleep on a king size bed.
Well, you can try.
There'll be hardly any room to move.
Okay guys, so here we are at Compassvale. What do you guys think about this location?
It's a bit far, but I think you have a MRT here.
You sure do. You can see the tracks from the living room. And there's also a 24-hour supermarket right nearby.
Oh, great. So when she's awake at 3 a.m. after watching the Korean drama, she can still go there and stock up on her French fries and prawn crackers.
Yeah, right.
Well, that sounds perfect. Shall we go take a look at it?
Sure, yeah.
All right, follow me, guys. Okay, guys, come on in. Good. All right. Home number 2.
Yes.
And as you'll notice right away, the entrance, a lot bigger than the other
Yes.
place, right? One thing I love here, boom.
No.
Wow.
Secret agent stuff.
What is that?
No, I didn't break it, don't worry. This is actually
Bomb shelter?
a bomb shelter is correct. So there's actually quite a bit of space in there. Most likely can bring quite a bit of your stuff.
So he can keep all his stuff now.
Well, we hope that it won't be too sad here. And you also have all the tic-tac doors all along here. And there's plenty of room in here for your mops, brooms. One thing you might notice here, we've got a lot more natural light. We're gonna take a look at the rest of the house here. Come on. Nice and spacious, everything's kind of open concept again, which as we've learned is super important when you're trying to feel like you're not cramped. And I wanted to show you this first. This wall right here, it's plaster, but it looks like brick,
looks
right?
like brick. Yeah.
They've done a fantastic job with it. You'd never be able to tell unless you were banging on it. So what the owner has done here, which I love, is he's just flushed the whole wall out. Right here used to be a recessed space. One other thing that you guys might find interesting here is that the lighting. You can see that there's cove lighting. They've brought down a false wall to make the center of the ceiling look higher. It's all automated, controlled by an app. Lights can change colors. You guys comfortable with that kind of technology?
Yes, we are.
You are?
Quite some time back.
Okay, so if you notice the TV console here, it's about only 10 inches protruding from the wall.
Good walking space.
Good walking space, yeah, and plenty of room for the kids to be playing while you guys, not that
Sit
your kids
around.
still play at 30 years old, but maybe they want to, I don't know. Another thing that you guys might have already noticed is that the rooms are color-coded. Instead of having a wall, they just want you to know that there's a separate room, so they demarcate it with just a different color.
They got designated area like that,
Yeah.
the dining.
Yeah.
It's really great.
You could actually even move the table over this way, and you guys could put a wall unit right here, have some china in there. You can even put a bigger table in if you wanted. Obviously, you have more room to work with. Okay, this next room I love. I want to show you guys. Okay, here we are. You know what this is?
Office?
Bingo. You guys are semi-retired, right?
Yes.
So perfect, you can semi-work right here, you know, just pretend to work. And I love the swivel arm right here. Ergonomically makes sense, right? You can watch the computer screen like that. No, but you can turn it any which way you want. And custom built, look at our beautiful cabinet here. It was designed so it can perfectly fit magazines or large books. This is the second bedroom before we get to the master bedroom. It's a functional space. You can use it for lots of things. More cabinetry here. And if you'll notice up here, it's kind of a cool feature. Custom built, every inch of space is used. So even that. All right, shall we see the master bedroom?
Sure, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's go.
Great.
Okay guys, here we are in the master bedroom. Like the last place, pretty much the same thing with the bed built in. So you have your drawer space underneath, and this drawer space is a little bit bigger than the last place. So you have room for your linens and your pillows as well. What is really cool about this place is the headboard is full length, and it's made of velvet. Cue the 70s music, right? It's cozy.
It's cozy, yeah, it's comfortable.
Why is it the dining area is color-coded?
Right.
Why do they build a wall here?
Well, complain, huh?
Every chance you have.
You bring up a fantastic point, but there is a reason. So let's go and take a look. Walk around.
Okay.
So, this is actually a walk-in closet. And so they've separated the room, essentially made two rooms here. And so you have plenty of wardrobe space, and you've got a full-length mirror. Right? It slides out pretty cool.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, this is all about making space where there is none, right? The clothes will act as a sound dampener. Most likely she won't be able to hear anything you're doing in here.
Wow, this is great. I get up early all the time.
Yeah.
Well, she stays up late watching K-drama and she wakes late.
Rubbish, I wake up early.
So this kitchen is a lot bigger than the other one, right?
Right.
So what I love about it is the countertop. This is an anti-spill ledge. And the water gets up here, maybe pot is boiling.
That's right.
It doesn't spill onto the floor. And over behind you guys, another oven. So again, you can bake.
I can bake the pie potatoes.
Do you like her
Good.
baking?
Well, not everything she bakes is good.
What? Oh, no more pie potatoes for you. Only for the family.
All right, so again, you have all customized cabinetry. Perfect drying rack. It's massive. Can hold a lot of dishes. It is designed to drip straight into the sink. That's what you get when you just up the square footage just by a little bit. Bigger kitchens,
Yeah,
a nice spacious living room. Now it's up to you, for you guys to think of what are you looking for.
I think we like the apartment because it's actually very spacious. It's got additional room and it's very bright.
We can always use as a guest room, sleepover, and I think the cabinets and the kitchen are very well designed, especially the non-drip part with the ledge up. Good for you, in case you boil soup and it goes over, or when you splashes anything.
The dining area is designated area, and then we can have steamboat for Chinese New Year. Unlike the other unit, it's a bit small actually. Yeah, probably you can, sit with only 4 of us. I like the part where it's a walk-in wardrobe. When you wake up early and then I sleep in late, like you say, so the noise, it buffer off so that it won't wake me up.
King size bed can fit in now, no problem at all.
Okay, now we're in the more central location of Ang Mo Kio.
Yeah, but it's an old estate, right?
Old, I mean, well, yes, it is old, okay, but we like to call it mature. And the upside to Ang Mo Kio is that you've got everything right around you. You've got the big malls right next door. You also have the hawker centers, the kopitiams, everything you need. And judging from your personalities, because I've got to know you today, I think you guys are gonna like this next place because it's bright, it's airy, it looks like an art gallery, really.
Oh, okay.
Check it out.
Check it out, yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, folks, welcome to your honeymoon suite at the HDB Hotel in Ang Mo Kio.
Wow.
Which means I can get room service.
You're not getting it from me after what you say about my pineapple tart.
You're mean, all right?
Oh, I love it. I love it. A little ribbing. Okay. So when you guys first walked in, you probably thought, at least I did, that
Yeah.
this was a wooden feature wall that was just kind of paneling. Actually, again, we've got tic-tac storage.
Oh, okay, a lot of space for your
Yeah,
shoe.
absolutely.
For 990 square feet flat, this is very spacious.
I mean, it's actually a smaller flat than the last place you saw,
It is, yeah? Yeah,
but
that's right.
you would never think so, right?
Yeah.
I would have put this at like 1,100 or 1,200 square feet. And if you guys notice what you're walking on right here.
Yes.
So what they've done here is they've taken this beautiful tile, and instead of having the sunken in grout lines, which is standard, they get dirty, you know? What he did was he brought the grout up level with the tile, and then they put a polish over the whole floor. So it'd be laborious work to make it kind of look like marble. It takes a long time. And so if you'll notice, if you run your feet across the grout lines,
Yeah.
so smooth, you could even do the moonwalk. Right?
Which means it's got no groove. It ain't groovy enough.
You do have a point there, Peter. There is no groove. You are absolutely right. But see, Peter, groove is in the heart, not in the floor anymore.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so the reason why this is so big is because old school HDBs, right? The kitchen used to come out to about here. This is all walled off, essentially. And instead, the owner was quite smart, moved it all back because the kitchen's already plenty big enough, and turned this into living space. And this part, where you're standing right now, this used to be a huge storeroom, and the storeroom is back in the hotel lobby, the front of the house, yeah. This right here is pretty cool. If you see what he did here, all glass. So it makes it look like an open concept kitchen. It makes the space look a lot bigger. So let's go inside and take a look. Now, something I noticed you said, you didn't love the induction cooker, right?
Yeah, I noticed it.
Yeah.
Especially when the festive season.
Okay.
And the food gives you the wok hei, you know, the Chinese
Oh,
kind.
yeah, I sure do.
It's really
Yeah.
tastes much, much better.
And then again, it's a common theme in these smaller places that we're looking at. Most of them, they're going to have the flush paneling with all the storage inside. No handles to get in the way to snag on your clothing or whatever. Just keeps it clean, neat, and it makes sense for all the storage. And you've got tons of storage in here. Take a look at this. So,
Oh, wow.
you probably didn't even know.
Okay.
You've got your microwave
Microwave,
and a little
toaster.
toaster oven in there, and you would never think that this
Yeah.
was in there,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
How come there's curtains in the kitchen?
Oh, these curtains? Well, I would think because if you have guests over, you don't want them to see you air your dirty laundry.
Hotel with no laundry.
Oh, but monsieur, of course there's laundry right here behind me. I was just hiding it.
Okay.
Okay, guys, here is the spare bedroom. Any guest would be comfortable in here, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
It's actually quite big for a spare room.
It sure is. Okay, so Peter, Leslie, this is the master bedroom. It is a simple design, but it's beautifully simple. You know, it kind of reminds me of Japanese food, like a piece of sushi. So much work went into it, but it looks like, oh, it's just fish and
Only
rice.
One piece, yeah.
Yeah. So less is more with this bedroom, and one built-in, it kind of leaves an empty palette for you guys to do whatever you want with. I think what you guys will like as well, because of the downsizing, is storage space.
Yes.
So important. So this bed right here is on a hydraulic system. Stand back. This could get dangerous. I'm totally kidding. All right, so all you have to do is just lift it up. It's simple,
Lots of
right?
storage
Yeah.
space, man.
Yeah,
Good
awesome.
space.
And it goes down nice and gently, all on its own.
I thought by far this is the most tastefully decorated house, flat, right? For sure. And it's in moving condition, huh? Really nice. I don't need to do anything about it. Yeah.
The lobby is my favorite space. It's so inviting actually, and it's really nice whereby, you know, the sitting area is quite cozy. I don't think there's anything that I don't like about the unit. You can put a lot of your stuff inside.
Today we've encountered sleek, monotone modernism with a balcony that has a great view in Paso Riz, a warm contemporary home in Compassvale with a cleverly designed walk-in wardrobe, and something that could literally be a hotel right in the heartlands of Ang Mo Kio. After they've had some time for deliberation, let's find out which house has caught the eye of Leslie and Peter.
We have to come to a decision now
Okay.
on which unit we have to select. And I actually did this chart here.
Wow, so detailed.
Yeah. We actually see the first unit, which is at Pasir Ris, right? Remember?
Right.
The pro is probably because it's got very nice view, right? And it's got a big balcony where we can actually play mahjong there.
I think it's rather small. Location-wise, it's not near to like public transport.
What about the one at Compassville, the second unit?
Pretty good, honestly. Big enough, near to the public transport.
Yes, the LRT. It's a 3-room, got bomb shelter, which is an added advantage for us for all the storage. Good size bedroom because they did a walk-in wardrobe, can fit a king-size bed.
Right.
Right. This unit, I look at my chart here, it's more pro than con. Okay, so we leave it there. Next, we come to Ang Mo Kio.
This one, I really like it because I like the way it's been decorated, very tastefully
Yes.
done. From a standpoint of space, I think quite decent. And it's very well kept, probably because you haven't stayed there for a long time. Huh? So
Yeah, it's
good.
new. Yeah.
Nice, neat.
For me, I didn't quite like this, basically because it's an old estate. It doesn't have a storeroom, so that is one down, okay? So our final choice is?
Compassville.
Wow, good. It actually meet our list. The only thing is the induction cooker, right?
But you don't like, which I don't mind.
Yeah, but we can change anytime, right?
Yes, of course.
Oh, great, great. High five!
Most people think that space is a luxury here in Singapore, but I think we've shown that it's how you make the most use of that space that really counts. As someone once said, all you need is a small space to have good design. Thanks for watching Chic and Cozy, where you can live large by living tiny. What? Small space, good design. It's obvious, right? I mean, that was the connection, right?